resounding victory in Pittsburgh. The Toronto Maple Leafs have traveled south to Florida to tangle with the two-time Stanley Cup defending champion Florida Panthers, a team that is in the similar situation that the Leafs befell themselves with 25 points at this stage. Boqvist got to center, dropped it off, and it is shot into the Toronto zone. Boqvist into the forecheck on the far side. Kunin got it into the slot. A shot. Pad save and a rebound. And up against the goal line and knocked out from behind wall. We're going to have a look at that. Up on the wing for Tavares. Backhanded to the line but cut off. A.J. Greer with a pass in front, and that was deflected wide of the goal. 𝐏𝐫𝐨𝐩𝐿 played it around back of the net. Riley playing it up on the boards. The Leafs can't get it freed up for Nylander. Poked to the line but not out. Now the Panthers down low and a good back check. Then stolen and a shot. Stopped by Wall off the stick of 𝐏𝐫𝐶𝐫𝐿. Leafs will dump it back into Florida territory. Following up on the rush is McMahon. McMahon goes into the corner near side. Back to the point. Stetcher with a wrist shot. Scores! Deflection in front of the goal, maybe. But Troy Stetcher may have his first goal as a Maple Leaf. I think it went in off a Florida player. And the Leafs on their first shot on goal have a 1-0 lead.
Little signs that things might be turning for the Leafs. Goal line stand and the clear by Jake McCabe at one end in Pittsburgh Saturday night, and open the scoring for the Leafs in Florida Tuesday.
Yeah, it has been the lesser lights scoring here as the Leafs get it back in front, and they score! Add Dakota Joshua to the list again. A turnover in the Florida zone. The Leafs have had 2 shots. It's 2-0.
And boy, this was a skill goal. A little give and go coming off the left wing. Dakota Joshua goes to the front of the net. It all starts with Nick Waugh and a face-off win.
So this line has scored twice. Dakota Joshua getting his 4th goal of the season.
And Luke Kunin trying to entice Nick Robertson with a scrap.
But the Panthers counterattack quickly. Back across the line to the right wing side into the slot area. Reinhart got a shot away. It was blocked. The rebound comes back to the point. A shot. That is blocked, but still maintained by Florida. And Wall dropping it off for a long shot from Bennett. That was knocked away. Cowan round back of the net. And as it comes to the side of the goal, it is pushed into the goal crease area and covered up by Wall and the Albany Devils. And a long shot blocked there and a rebound in front of the net. Rolls in on goal. Still scrambling. Puck still free. It's laying there and it's knocked wide of the net.
And the highest he's ever had is 39. He's also, the Leafs might be going to the power play here. Well, we were talking a lot about how opposing defense put up points against the Leafs.
Forsling sends the puck into the goal crease. Wall outfights Greer for it. Morgan Riley pounding it around the boards. One of the Panthers went cartwheeling into the end boards. Not sure if he's all right.
Actually had Oliver Ekman-Larsson's stick tied up in his midsection.
And not out. Kept in, and now Domi has to work into the corner after it. Got it ahead for Matthews. This time he does get it out, and he finds Knies. Knies cutting in on goal. Little move, and was taken down on the play by Seth Jones, but no call. And the Maple Leafs will get it up on the wing, but they don't get it out into the slot. A wrist shot taken there by, I guess that was Studnicka, but that was blockered away nicely by Wall. May have had too many men on the ice if someone touched the puck. Now Matthews in on the right side with a wrist shot. Pad save made by Bobrovsky. Matthews twisting and turning. A pass ahead looking for Knies, doesn't connect. Matthews then follows it up. Gets a pass back and got a shot away. And that was kicked away by Bobrovsky. Down into the corner for Max. Now to Matthews in front. That went off a stick. And it's high to center ice. Marchand is in over the line. 2-on-1 break. Good play made there. The Leafs defense got back to deflect it, and Wall had to make a good save. He loses it, and Tavares is away. Tavares to center with Cowan. Up on the left wing, Benoit. Sharp angle try. Rebound in front of the net. Went off of a body in behind Bobrovsky and went wide. Back to the point again. Stetcher drops it back to McMahon. His shot in traffic, a pad save by Bobrovsky. Has done an excellent job here tonight, scoring both goals, but really have been tough on every shift that they've been on, as Wall has to make a save as the puck is kicked out at center ice. Back to the point to McCabe. Back it goes to Matthews. Matthews into the slot. Stetcher a drive. Kick to the net. And have probably been shortchanged on two others. One on Nyes for sure. Back into the zone, and Matthews is in behind the defense. He's in a goal. Backhand hit the goal post. He had Bobrovsky down and out, but couldn't. He had gone too far by the time he had gotten the backhand away. Backhand after beating Bobrovsky hit the side of the goal near the goal post. Riley, after a face-off win, sends it towards the net. That deflected in on goal.
Pushed the Leafs in the Toronto zone.
Draw one by Toronto. One-time shot fought off by the glove of Bobrovsky. Off the line, now brought in on the left side by Lawton. And Lawton's going to get a call. Keeps it in. Tavares trying to outfight his man, but doesn't. And now here are the Florida Panthers with no defenseman back trying to center. And that was knocked away by Wall. Puck in the corner. Leafs come away with it. Nylander trying to free it up. It comes right out in front of the net. They score. A short-handed goal. And the Florida Panthers cut into the lead 2-1. They had the puck. They had an opportunity to get the puck. They had numbers back there. It wasn't an odd man rush, although that was dangerous.
To me anyway, Joe, that they keep going back to it.
Play it around the boards. Leafs don't get it out. Turnover and a wrist shot. Knocked away as Wall may have got a piece of that on a turnover on the far boards. Joshua on the near corner. Into the boards area for Roy again. Back to the point. Another shot. Pad saving a good one. Rebound off a leg. Back for Willie. Nylander with a bouncing puck and couldn't control it. Panthers get it out and a break on the left wing side. Greer! Centering pass, Nylander in, looking for a shot. Got it in front of the net, they bang away at it. And it was knocked wide of the goal. Not sure it ever got to Bobrovsky. Cleared in by Riley around back of the net. Matthews coming out in front with a jam. And that was stopped. The rebound. Oliver Ekman-Larsson looks for a man in front and it deflected wide of the net. Paste it right back to the red line. And now get it down into the Toronto end. Right wing side, Bennett shooting it high and wide of the Leaf goal. Florida changing. Approaching 6 minutes played into the third period. 2-1 Toronto. And
here it comes.
Here it is. Penalty coming. Jones to the near side. Samoskevich gets it into the corner. Samoskevich with a shot. Blockered away nicely by Wall. Brought on by Marchand. In on the left wing. Broken up at the defense. And Matthews is breaking back. 2-on-1 with Roy. Matthews to Roy. Oh, and he shot it wide. And did Bobrovsky get a piece of that? What a setup. But Florida scores on theirs. At the point, wrist shot coming. Knocked away by Wall into the corner. Back to the point to Petrie. Petrie with a wrist shot coming. Knocked down in front of the net by McCabe, who is still sore from that exchange. Along the wall, it's dug out, played up on the wing, and Dakota Joshua gets it out at center and a race for it. Here's Bobby McMahon, he's in alone! Oh, and a big pad save made by Bobrovsky. Jake McCabe returns the favor, and Matthews gets in over the line, trying to chip it to the net. Get to the puck along the boards and outfights two players. Domi starts back the other way with Nyes. Domi a shot! Oh, and another splendid glove save by Bobrovsky leaves Max Domi smiling. Puck along the boards on the near side. Marchand, a centering pass, came in front, and it's cleared away by the Maple Leafs. Leafs have time and space, and it's out at center and down into the Florida zone. Robertson in for checking. Centering pass, looking in front. It bounces in front. They score! Scotty Lawton in front of the net, bangs one home. The Leafs extend the lead. It is 3-1.
And if you had Lawton, Joshua, and Troy Stetcher scoring goals on your betting card tonight, congratulations. A lot of credit here goes to Nick Robertson, who gets in on the forecheck.
Looking to try and play it deep. Got some help from Joshua. Roy back to the blue line. Near side, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, a shot. Knocked away in front. Grabbing it is Joshua. Tripped. Penalty coming to Florida with 3:08 to go. Please, not 5 forwards.
No, go 5B. Put 5 defensemen out there and chop it up for 2 minutes.
Wing and Oliver Ekman-Larsson back of the net with a long lead pass. He's got Knies in alone. Poke check made there by Bobrovsky. Getting it across the line. On the right side for Stetcher. Back into the slot. Domi to McCabe. A shot knocked away. Rebound. Good save by the left pad of Bobrovsky. Penalty expires. Long shoot in and a wrist shot. High and wide of the Leaf goal. Back to the blue line to Jones. Less than a minute to play in the third. Shot blocked. Rebound. Chip wide of the Leaf goal. Leafs play it around the boards for Domi. Domi will get it out. Breakaway opportunity. Tavares to ice it away. And the Leafs are going to win it in Florida. And the Maple Leafs are full marks. Full marks. Well, one small problem.
99%.
99%. Full marks on a solid effort. And really, the line of Roy, Dakota Joshua,
and Bobby
McMahon spearhead this
back-to-back games.
Absolutely. They were the best unit on the ice.
They're also great in their own end.
Yes. Well, they weren't down there a lot.
A whole lot. But just being physical, being in the right position. And I realize if you look at who's out of the lineup for the Florida Panthers, the Leafs were in a position you had to take advantage.